Okay, folks, here's what we got going on this evening. We got us a damn grown man record night. It's a Friday. So we have a grown man record night program that we do. And we're going to talk about some records and some things. And cameraman's eating a chicken sandwich.
Yes, good.
Okay. Well, we could eat in a sandwich.
There's no reason you can't do a show and eat a sandwich at the same time.
I guess you can do
as
a show
long as you're
and
not
a
trying to
sandwich.
talk.
Right. Okay. All right. So what we're doing now, we're jamming a little Blackbird City Life. That's got Rock Creek Park on it. That's been sampled by a lot of hip hop people. The hip hop music. That's a big bite. You're gonna get choked up.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're gonna get choked up. So thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night, and it's Friday before the 4th of July weekend. Been a real shitty week. Hey, we have been a real shitty week, and here's what we're gonna say to our shitty week. We'll see you. We'll see you. We'll see you. Or you do the hey, put your elementary school middle finger in front of the camera. This is a great middle finger. Cameraman's got a great elementary school middle finger. Yeah, now see that? That's a good elementary school. Then do the cool middle school middle finger where you did the, yeah, see? You remember when it got cool to do it that way? And then as we got older, that's not necessarily the coolest way to do it anymore. I don't know. The evolution of the middle finger posture is it's a documentary that I wouldn't mind making as a man, as a filmmaker. I wouldn't say for the. So, again, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we have a YouTube channel, even though we're live here on the internet, on Ustream on Friday nights. All these segments will end up on the YouTube channel, where you can follow along if you happen to miss a week. So you can go there. Please like us and subscribe us and make us feel good about our internet self. And you can go there. It's youtube.com/Machete Miller, and I'll upload all the segments there, and you'll be able to check them out whenever you want to. Okay. All right. Let's talk about some stuff that came out this week. There's several records came out this week. Let's talk about it. Let's see. What we got here? Hey, Gerry Mulligan, cameraman. Cameraman's a big Gerry Mulligan fan. We've had he's got a Gerry Mulligan and Cedar Walton record.
Is that, oh, yeah, no, that Cedar Walton's Hank Mobley, but I have a Gerry Mulligan.
That's
and
right.
All Stars or something like that.
Yeah, it's really good. And apparently they released something. It's Legends Live, Leader Hall, Stuttgart, November 22nd, 1977. That's the year I was born.
It's the year after I was born.
So it's the Gerry Mulligan Sextet. They re-released that LP this week. That should be pretty good. You get beer on the screen by popping the top?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get a bill for that. You'll get a Bill Copold for that. You'll get a Bill Nye the Science Guy for that.
I was very gentle, but you might want to use a wipe with it later.
I got some lens wipes.
Yeah, that's what you might want to use.
We got a new Ammonia Avenue record coming out this week. I can never say that name right. August Burns Red. Great metal band if you've never heard August Burns Red. They're phenomenal. Rescue and Restore came out on LP this week. Palms. Now, Palms is, I can't remember the other cast that's in it, but it's Chino Moreno from the Deftones. I'm a big Deftones fan for back in the day, and this Palms reminds me of, I think it was called Sleep or something that Chino came out with a few years ago, where it's the slower sounding stuff that maybe the Deftones would do. It sounds real Deftone-y, obviously because he's singing. But it's slower stuff. It doesn't really get heavy or anything. So that's pretty cool. Jane's Addiction live in New York City LP came out. That's got to be good. I think I've heard that. I've heard that on CD back in the day. That was one of those live recordings, maybe.
No, you heard Jane's Addiction live at the Roxy 1987.
Yeah, there's another one though.
Maybe.
There's several live ones. But anyhow, I don't know when this is from. But anyhow,
Studio release. I think that's the only other live studio release that Jane's Addiction does. I guess I don't know if you could call that studio release, but like
a live release.
one you might have
Actual
gone to a store and bought.
A long play release.
I guess it's not studio for sure. Wow.
I'm alive right now. We're alive on Ustream right now. Let's see what else we got going on here. Children of Bottom. Live in New York City. LP came out. Metal band. Good metal band. Good stuff. Okay. Well, here we got it's very ironic this came out this week. Hardcore Volume 1 and Hardcore Volume 2 by Devo came out this week. And it's a shame this week of all weeks because this week the drummer Alan Myers has passed away from Devo. Now let's show this record while we're at it. I actually played this the night he passed. This is Cameraman's record. I dug through his shit and found it. It's Oh No, It's Dio. And they always have great covers, man.
Dio.
Huh? Did I say Dio? I said Devo. I think I mumbly pegged it. And this is 1982 on Warner. Look at that cover, man. They always had the cool, funny covers. Hate to hear, man, dude died of brain cancer. I'm sure that's not a very fun way to go. I'd rather get slurped up by a tornado if it was me. That's just me. So, it's with sadness we present this record, and and they had new stuff come out this week. It's very ironic. That's an iron. That's what you call an iron. What else came out this week? Let's see. Quasimodo. You ever heard of Quasimodo? Quasimodo produces a lot of like instrumental hip hop kind of stuff. It's got some stuff.
Wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
That wasn't the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That was the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, no, I've heard of him.
Nate Todd reminded me of that earlier today, of all people. He reminded me of it. But Quasimodo is like an instrumental hip hop producer.
It means kind of moto.
Kind of moto?
Quasimodo means kind of moto.
I think so. So it's like a car with half an engine.
That's motor.
Motor. Yep. So anyhow, Quasimodo's like a kind of an instrumental hip hop type dude. He's got a new record out, Further Instrumentals LP. He's got some stuff with some MCs on it, but I've listened to the stuff that's instrumental because I really dig the instrumental hip hop. It almost sounds contradictory to say that, instrumental hip hop, but I like that. I like the Quasimodo, RJD2, DJ Shadow. I don't need to hear MCs on everything. I appreciate the beats more than I do the rhymes. Yeah, that's just me as a man. That's what I prefer. And for me, the biggest release this week, check this out. It's the re-release. No Boards of Canada this week. We're talking De La Soul, and they've re-released 3 Feet High and Rising on LP this week. Now this is the classic shit. This is the one that's got Me, Myself, and I on it. I really need to go pick up this record.
Buy it at the store or on the internet.
I could do either one. And I need to pick that up. That's one of my favorite hip-hop LPs probably ever. And it's something I don't have, and I probably should have. Me, Myself, and I, that's one of my favorite hip-hop music videos. Me, Myself, and I. Yeah. So, that's the stuff that came out. A new releases. In lieu of a graphic, I'll do that from now on. New releases. We should have a little sting with a graphic. We should sting it, like with a live band or something.
You mean musician?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I just want to say that
Yeah. What you want to say about it?
Burger King original chicken sandwiches are very tasty.
They are very tasty. It's been the same for a long time, and they've remained a constant in the flavor area.
Yep.
Wouldn't you say?
Good stuff.
Not a lot has changed. They haven't really got smaller, I don't think.
No.
Remember, they're the long guys. Not like a Whopper bun, but the long guys.
Like a hoagie.
Hoagie. Okay. Also in the news of Grown Man Record Night this week, we had a couple of people. Rain grenade. Boom. We had a couple of people in our Grown Man Record Night family have some babies. People be having babies. So the 5L's bass player. Hey, cameraman, this record's over. Oh,
Okay, I'll
you
fix
switch
that.
it over. That was Blackbird City Life, and we're going to slide on into Parliament. What's the name of this record? I'll let you say it. It's the one with a horse on it, folks. What do you call that? What does it say?
Red Giants.
You hold it up, let people read it for themselves.
Big Bang.
Gorm.
Billion
That one.
in the naked universe.
It's that one. It's a good
Just one of
Parliament record. Funkadelic, I'm sorry.
they all have.
No, it's Parliament. It's not Funkadelic, it's Parliament. Okay, all right. Let's not get confused here. So like I was saying, a couple people in our Grown Man Record Night family have had babies this week. The 5Ls, my former band that I'm no longer in because we played our last show and whatnot. Our bass player Eric and his lovely girlfriend Bryn, who is our passed away bass player's sister. They had a baby this week. That was pretty cool. And also, a good friend of the program, good old Sean 0612 from the New Jersey area of our viewing slice switch triangle. He had a baby this week. I didn't even know Sean was pregnant. That's all right. So we got a little something for these guys this week. We pulled a record that cameraman got. We're going to get into this whole situation here in a minute. Cameron got this record, we'll just say that. It's called Sleep Baby Sleep, Collector's Album of Famous Lullabies. Man, it's got, let's see, Diana Carroll, Rosemary Clooney, that's George Clooney's mom, Bing Crosby, Andre Castellanos, Mitch Miller, Mary Martin, Norma Luboff, Doris Day. Look at that right there. So this is for, you guys go out and find this record for lullaby purposes, and you help your baby sleep. And we certainly do congratulate all of our family that's had babies this week. I'm sure Sean's pretty busy right now doing his thing. That's cool, man. That's cool. Mazel tov. That's what the Jewish folks say. They say mazel tov.
Welcome, new humans.
Welcome, new humans. Welcome to the world, man. That's all I'm saying. Welcome to the world. We also got the 4th of July coming up, right? I don't think we won't have another program before 4th of July. I'm going to take some time off, and I'll probably fall into some sort of bad habit pattern for being off of work. But Cameron pulled out, look at here, we got Young Americans presented by Johnny Mathis. Young Americans. Psst. That's what I'm saying. That's a good 4th of July record. You want to hold it up? That's a good American record. Okay. All right. What else we got? That's not American. This CB one? Is that American?
Well, it's an American.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
I just pulled it out because it was cool.
We got the Stanley Clark Band. It's a special 12-inch dance mix for Born in the USA. This is 85 on CBS. You mean this is like the Bruce Springsteen?
I have no idea what that is.
To me, it looks like this is a dance version of Born in the USA
that
by...
might be great.
Yeah, so we may need to check that out. But it's got USA on it. Yay! Number one country. Get some. And also, in that tradition, The Eagle, a musical salute to America from an all-American acromacin... What the hell does that say? Hold that up, man. Look at that eagle. And on the back, he's saying, meow. Eagles say, meow, if you didn't know that. Everybody know what eagles say? Okay, everybody on 3. What do eagles say? 1, 2, 3. I hope everybody did it with us. I can't tell. We don't have any feedback in that way. I don't know if you did it with me or not. I'm going to pretend you did.
You're not eating your feedback, man.
I'm in your room, Raleigh.
I'm in your room.
I'm in your room,
Back
Raleigh.
out.
I'm in your
Back
room,
out.
Raleigh. I'm in your room, Raleigh.
Back out.
What else are we going to do here? Let's talk about the stuff we played this evening. Some of this is... All right, let's get into it, cameraman. So, cameraman has had the ultimate score today. We won't even cover this in Dig of the Week yet because this stuff will be coming up. Tell me about what you picked up today.
I bought some records.
Get up on the microphone. I don't want nobody
I
straining.
bought some records.
Okay. Now tell me about the amount of records you purchased today. Roughly.
Guesstimate 1,500.
1,500
Maybe 2,000 because there's
records.
a lot of 45s.
Okay.
It's 26 liquor boxes, like ABC store boxes.
Right.
26 of them.
So that's probably sort of what we sort of maybe have in here right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So this house has doubled the collection of records today. It's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Give me 4 or 5 right off the top that we found. I mean, we played a few of them
4
this
or
evening.
5 right off the top. I don't know. I mean,
I know there was 2 Zeppelins in there. I saw
3.
3 Zeppelins
Yeah, they're
in there.
in really rough shape though.
There were 3 Zeppelins. I saw a Bob Marley. No, it was empty. But there's some stuff in here. Folks.
I've already found about 200 that I not want to get rid of.
Okay, we'll pull this. We'll probably revisit this. This is what is it? You said it's a German band called.
Well, no, I think it's
a German pressing.
Maybe.
A German pressing by a psych
sure.
band called Quill, 1970, Atlantic. We listened to this off the air just to see what it was like, and then looked it up, and it's worth some money. 50, 60 bucks. Probably not in this shape.
No.
Probably not in this shape.
It's worth what people will pay.
Why did that get dim? Is it not plugged in? I don't know. So it's on the Cotillion label. I don't know. We're gonna revisit that one of these days. We just played the first side of it. It was really good. And oh, you hit the camera, cameraman. That's all right.
It's in my name. I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's true. So, what are you going to do with all these records?
I'm going to get shed of most of them.
You think so?
Yep. I can't keep these. I got a shelf about 3 feet wide and double tall, and that's about all I want.
I tell you what we could
But
do.
I've got 10 times that much, if not more.
We've been talking about these records all evening, and we did not mention this off the air, and I'm going to mention it right now. For the first time, so you can shoot me down if you're not game with it. I'm thinking a popular thing in the YouTube vinyl community, or the VC, if you will, is to do what they call a little contest.
I'm gonna give away boxes full of records.
Boxes?
Yep. I'll give you away. I'll give away a box full of Christmas records.
No. We
Box
should.
full of. No, I can't do the randoms. I've already been.
No,
through them.
not randoms. We should put together a little package, a little prize package, a little grown man record night contest to get us some more likes and subscriptions on the YouTube and the Ustream, and the person that's the whatever subscriber or whatever, we'll give them a little prize package. And I'll contribute too. I'll throw in something too. But maybe we can come up with some stuff in there to kind of give some people.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
done told you whatever you don't
Now,
want.
did we talk about this off the air?
No, we didn't. But
it just kind of came to
whatever
me.
I don't want for this little shelf I have.
Right.
The rest of it's yours. I don't care. You
No,
do what you want with it.
that's
If
out
you
of
don't
the-
want it, I'll sell it or give it away. But I don't have any need for all these records.
But we'll come up with a little thing for a contest, and that way everybody out there can enter and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
There's a lot of really neat stuff.
And we'll give away some cool shit.
The Electric Company.
The Electric Company, yeah, like from the show, the
Yeah.
kid show. Oh my god. Okay, let's run down what we played tonight. Here's one that you found in the box that you picked up for a reasonable price, I may add.
Top 2.
Oh,
I'm
jumping ahead.
jumping the shark.
This is Count Basie and his orchestra. I always forget how much I love Count Basie. I lump it into some category in my brain, and for some reason it's not that. But this is Count Basie and his orchestra, and what's the name of the actual album? I don't see this, but hold this up. It's on a Premiere label. That's a new one. It was in pretty decent shape. We followed that right off with Buddy Rich, big band. You're a pretty good drummer, kid. You're a pretty good drummer. This is Buddy Rich, big band. It's called Big Swing Face for some reason. It's recorded live at the Shea, Hollywood, California. Oh, it said that? Okay. All right. Go and stop that mug down. The folks will pause. Probably grill out some Nathan's hot dogs. Right? That's what people do. People do that. I've seen them do it.
Hamburgers and explosives.
Hamburgers. Grandpa Hamburger? Grandpa Hamburger likes watching his program in a restaurant. Okay, after we played the Buddy Rich, we played the George Benson Cookbook, staple on the program. It's solid, best cover. This I won't hold up many of these, but this is one of the best covers in my collection. I just love it. Steve Jones picked up a Kenny Burrell record today, and it reminded me that I've got a really cool one on the Verve. Love it. We listened to a couple tracks off of that. It can get a little slow at times, but that's all right. Got some banging tracks on there, son. Then we played some Eddie Lockjaw Davis, the Cookbook, not to be confused with George Benson. Double LP, it's a promo copy. Get with it. It's got, listen to this, man. What we got going on here? Eddie Lockjaw Davis, Shirley Scott. I've got some Shirley Scott, the chick that plays the organ, Jerome Richardson. Oh, man. Lots of people. Lots of people. Keep it moving. Followed that with Quincy Jones. I heard that. I picked this up just a few weeks ago. This is the one that's got all those players on it. Kind of jazz going into the fusion area, and very good. I don't think we've heard the side we listened to tonight on camera. Very good record, man. And of course, we followed that up with Eddie Harris live at Newport. Love it. Hadn't heard it in a few weeks. The first song, children's song. It's got that weird shit that we always play here. And it's been a little bit since we played that, and this is 71 on Atlantic. Had to jump back into that a little bit. Here's one cameraman gave me out of his box. He knows I like the weirdo funk records, and it's got some African-American gentlemen here on the front, some of which are not wearing shirts. And some are wearing tight pants. I believe I see a few genitals, whatnot. This is a promo copy. Mass production, I don't know a lot about these cats. It's 79 on Cotillion. And there's a dude with a cowboy hat. Here's a dude. This dude's holding Mr. Kitty. Look at that right there. Look at the gentleman on the back. First, you can show the guy's junk on the front if you want. Okay, but see the guy with the kitty? He looks like Mr. Kitty here in the household. Okay, that was a good funk record. We played a few tracks off of that. Followed off with one track from Kool and the Gang, Open Sesame, which has got the cool cover that opens up and stuff. This record's not in... Oh, I hit the microphone. This stuff's not in the greatest shape, but I was able to play one real banging, funky track off of it. That's cool. And then we went into Johnny Guitar Watson, Funk Beyond the Call of Duty, which I absolutely...
Call of Duty, that's a video game.
Yep, love this record. And really cool. Crazy ass Johnny Guitar Watson that died on stage mid-guitar solo. What more could you ask for? What the hell more could you ask for except my microphone getting all torn up and turned sideways and whatnot? Are you eating another sandwich? Mm-hmm. Good Lord.
Just two.
What is that one?
Fish.
Fish sandwich. You went from chicken to fish.
Yep.
You averse to red meat or something?
No, just had a lot of it lately.
You had a lot of red
meat. Remember I went to, what was that?
Cookout.
Yeah.
You went to Cookout last night.
That took me for a few days.
It's true. Okay, would you pass me some of that Appalachian spring water, please? I'd like one little pull of that. It's in the, that is Parmesan cheese. I don't want any Parmesan cheese. No. That's also Parmesan cheese. No, no, okay. That's not, I'm asking for, that's a dirty, that broom's dirty. I don't know what purpose Dirty Broom has on the program this evening, but the cameraman's fooling around. Boars. He's fooling around. So what we're going to do, we're going to take us a little sip of some Appalachian spring water. And then what we're going to go do is we're going to get into a little bit of what we call Dig of the Week, folks. And I picked up some great records. We're not even going to touch the stuff cameraman picked up. We're just going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit, but he hadn't even really sifted through everything yet. So what we're going to do is a good old-fashioned Dig of the Week. And we're just going to talk about the records I picked up today when I went to my local spot. It's been a couple weeks since I went. And I was really, I didn't spend too much money today. And I was really impressed with the stuff I've got. We've listened to a little bit of it. Some pretty good stuff. Stand by. All right. Okay. All right. So let me tell you. I'm going to try to get these in order. I picked up, man, I can't believe, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. I paid $1 for it, man. This is an original pressing. And this is 74 on ABC Records. I've got a couple of Steely Dan compilations, best ofs and whatnot. I got one regular. I got Asia, and I've got a best of double LP. But this is one of the more popular ones, and the track list on this is crazy. Do It Again, Dirty Work, Kings, Midnight Cruiser, Only a Fool Would Say That, Reeling in the Years, Fire in the Hole, Brooklyn, Change the Guard, Turn a Heartbeat Over Again. Couldn't turn this down for a buck, man. I really got a cool cover on it too. Just totally couldn't turn this down. It's got old Skunk Baxter on it, and you know what, cameraman? I don't see Michael McDonald on this record.
I was going to ask you I thought he had something to do with him.
He didn't. No, that's why you gave me those Steely Dan records, because you couldn't stand Michael McDonald. I don't see Michael McDonald's name on that unless I'm just tore up and not looking at it the right way. I don't see Michael McDonald at all. He don't play on this record, so maybe we'll check that out. That's a Steely Dan you may like more of from
Maybe.
3. It's good music, man. That's good music.
Michael McDonald does something to my soul.
Yeah, I understand.
It's unpleasant.
I understand. I was able to pick up a couple of free records today in the box out in front of the store. This is called 3D Anytime. It's a 1988 like dance dub something. This is on the War label. And I don't know a lot about this, but it was free. It's a 12-inch for free on the profile jacket. And it's got a reason I really picked it up. It had a dub mix on it. I like the dub mixes sometimes. Sometimes those can be pretty cool. So I don't know what it sounds like. Maybe we'll throw this mug on here in a little bit. I don't know. They also had, man, I picked up the collection, an Ultravox record. Now, Ultravox is something I've passed on a few times. It's more, this is a promo copy too, actually. It's kind of synth pop from the late 70s, early 80s, kind of in a Devo type tradition, you know what I mean? And I've listened to some of their stuff because I've passed...
without the prestige and recognition.
Without the brain cancer. Is that inappropriate? Is that too soon?
No.
Everybody loves a good brain cancer joke, last time I checked. This is in fairly decent shape. The cover's obviously not. But I really dug Ultravox when I looked it up. There's some of them that are a little bit... But we'll check that out. Books. Check them out. Books. So I also picked up one of my guilty pleasures. I don't know if you'd call it a guilty pleasure or not. Alan Parsons Project. This is one of these groups that I've... Cameraman picked up some records, and I was very fond of Alan Parsons stuff, and I really didn't know it. Really didn't know it. Some of it I like better than others. But so this is Ammonia Avenue. Now this is 84 on Arista. Alan Parsons always has some really cool. He was an engineer on Dark Side of the Moon, and a lot of his stuff.
Is it Arista or Arista?
Arista.
I don't know.
Arista. And look at the. Let's hold that up. Cool cover, and the back cover is really cool too. He always has lots of nice conceptual art to go along with the music, which some of the music is really good. I really like Eye in the Sky. I really like I, Robot. Hadn't heard this one a whole lot, so I don't really remember what it sounds like. So I'm excited to put that mug on.
Because you've been struck by the Remembler.
The Remembler! Yeah! Picked up, we played a whole side of this earlier, and it's a first time you, first time me type situation. Jean-Luc Ponty. This is Enigmatic Ocean, and this is 77 on Atlantic. Now, if you're not familiar with Jean-Luc Ponty, he is a violin player that has played with Mahavishnu Orchestra. He's played with Frank Zappa.
He is Mahavishnu Orchestra.
I don't know. No. John McLaughlin is Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Okay, yeah. Big creative influence.
Absolutely. But he's one of these cats that's been around in that genre.
Because there's like 60 people in that band.
Sure, and there's like a group that's in that little group of Mahavishnu kind of overlaps with Zappa. You got George Duke in there, Billy Cobham's in there. There's a lot of different guys that kind of go around in that circle there. So this was really cool. We listened to this, and it's real fusion. It's violin fusion. I don't know how that happens, and I don't know that doesn't sound like something I'd really be interested in, but when I hear it, these guys tear it up. It's a great record. I paid $2 for this, man. $2 freaking bucks. Totally worth that. Totally worth that. So let's keep it moving. I got a couple more records I want to talk about. I was very happy. We hadn't heard this one yet. Little Bootsy Collins record, man. This is Bootsy Ultra-Wave. This is the first record what wasn't under Bootsy's rubber band. This is 1980 on Warner. And I haven't even listened to samples off of this, but it's got the cool little cartoony little think bubbles. And I know it's going to be good. I don't know that there would be a Bootsy Collins record that would be bad. And like I said, it's the first one that he didn't use like Bootsy and the Rubber Band moniker with that. And so we're going to check that out too. And here's my real dig of the week. Now this is something I paid, I don't know, a chunk of change, but a little bit of change for.
$38.
Nope. This is about a guy. It's about a boy. No. It's about a guy named Alpha Blondy. Now, Alpha Blondy, this is reggae, folks. This is 1988. This is the re-release. It's an 84 record, the re-release. The 84 was like a Dutch pressing or something. So this is a European cat that does reggae that I've not really listened to a lot of. And played a couple of samples on my phone. I was pretty impressed. And this is the Cocotte Rock. Like I said, the re-release in 88 from an 84 recording. And so this is probably what we're going to do. This, I don't know. I don't know a lot about this guy, but this, I don't have enough reggae in my collection. I've got like one Bob Marley, and I've got one Third World. I don't know. I just don't see a lot of reggae, and I don't really seek it out on the internet or whatever, but I think this is going to be really cool. And so I tell you what, we're probably going to listen to a track or so of this coming up in our little break, and we're going to come back here with a so to speak and chip chat. But Cameron, when you get a second, if you would hold this up, please. And we'll show this unique cover by this.
I'll tell you what, I'll hold that up if you'll show the viewers how easy it is to get plastic back on.
Oh, no.
Feet. No,
I'll leave that.
Here's the deal.
Okay. All right. So this is that Parliament record. I'm going to put the plastic back on this. Okay. All right. It's jumping all around. What are we listening to now? There. Tell me about.
We might remember a video full of robots from the 80s.
No, it's not though. It sounds like it. It's not Rocket, but it sounds just damn like Rocket.
Well, no.
It is Herbie Hancock. This is Herbie
right.
Hancock's sound system. And this track sounds just like Rocket, even though it's not Rocket.
This is the one I know more than Rocket.
Okay, so hey, we just finished this up a dig of the week. That's a pretty damn good dig of the week, and it really doesn't do it justice because there's like 2,000 records sitting in the living room. But we don't have time to go through that and actually include those in a dig of the week. So we're going to have lots of records to sort through and come back and do some really cool, unique things with. So what we're going to do here, folks, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to do. We're going to come back with a really cool, so to speak, and chip chack, a pretty epic. I said chack, chip chack. A pretty epic, so to speak, for once, if I do say so my damn self. We've had some folks go out of town on a little summer vacations and whatnot, and pick me up some interesting things out on the road. So we're going to feature some of those coming up, and so to speak, we got some. They also brought me some chips, some unique things we don't necessarily see around here. So we're going to talk about that. We got a lot of things coming up, so we're going to need you to stay with us here on Grown Man Record Night. So. Don't touch that internet dial, folks. We're going to listen to a little bit of this Herbie Hancock, and I'm probably going to put on a little bit of Alpha Blondy, get a little bit of reggae up in your ass, son. We're going to play a little bit of that, and we'll come back with so to speak and chip chat in just a few. So stay with us here on Grown Man Record Night. Night starts with a K, right? This on here, And now everybody can hear me, and I see my level going, yup,
That's
yup,
way
yup,
better.
yup.
That's way
I
better.
thought something was bad wrong with everybody. Hey, what you guys think about this Alpha Blondy I picked up, this reggae record? That's some good shit, right? Wasn't familiar with Alpha Blondy. European guy. I think he was born in France, maybe? That's good shit, man. I enjoy that.
He's not really blonde.
He's not really blonde. He's an African-American gentleman. No. He's a French
He's
black
not
man.
African-American.
French black man. Right?
He might be
Is that appropriate?
Franco-African?
Franco-African?
Afro-Franken?
Afro-Franken.
I'm not sure.
Al Franken.
He might be Al Franken.
Democrat. Minnesota.
Yeah.
The gentleman from North Carolina does not yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Minnesota. So all this yip, yapping made me a little thirsty. And what we got this evening, folks, is an epic, so to speak, from all across the globe. It's not really across the globe, I'll be honest. It's within a couple of states. We've had some people be out of town here and brought us back some cool things. And I've got some things for the next couple of weeks. But we're just going to scratch the surface this evening. I tell you what, before I get into this whole soda thing, I'm going to take another pull of this Appalachian spring water. Oh, that's a problem. No, you come on now. Come on now. Oh no. Yeah, it's going to be... If I wasn't getting ready to go right into sodas, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Well, I had a few earlier, so...
I'm
if you want me to push buttons, I don't...
I'm living life on the edge. So we got some cool sodas this evening. This is from girlfriend Elizabeth. And she walked right in right when I said her name. That's so funny. It's Kismet. We should rent go rent a rowboat together. We could get into a rowboat and go over to the other side of the shore and make a shore lunch and talk about how much we like one another. Sunday, we'll do that Sunday. We won't really do that Sunday. What she brought me here was from the Arizona company, a Brooklyn original. Wasn't it from Arizona? Yeah, it's from the Arizona company. A Brooklyn original cherry lime Ricky. Why the hell do they call these Rickies? Anybody? To me, it looks like a sparkling cherry limeade. Some of our Yankee brethren may be able to tell us why that's the Ricky part of it. Isn't that your dad's birth name, cameraman? Birth name, Ricky. I love it. Mim Chad Sprite. That's what you said. What does that say?
It means you add Sprite.
It means you add Sprite? That's what a Ricky means?
Yeah, it makes
So you take your fruit juices and add Sprite to
You can
it.
do it with alcoholic drink.
Okay. So Ricky means add Sprite.
Like seltzer.
Well, I learned something today. And I always thought puppies came from eggs. So we'll give this a go. I like the stuff from Arizona. I like their teas. Uppercase T. We don't want to get into lowercase T's. We don't have that much time. Nice bouquet. Bouquet. Croquette. I'm croaking. Cat. It's a good soda. It's not. I tell you what. I was a little worried because of the corn syrup in it. It doesn't really hit me as corn syrupy as a lot of beverages. That's not bad. Anybody want to try this?
I've had it.
Yeah, you just had it. Pass that on around if you don't mind, please. I'll hold up that can if you wouldn't mind for a second. Look how cool that can is. Look at the swirly guy. So you guys check out the Arizona Cherry Lime Ricky in your local convenience stores. That came from Sheetz. Is that right? Came from the Sheetz convenience store. I don't know if you guys have that where you're at. If so, good for you. If not, tough luck turkey.
No, it's in other places.
It's in other places. Also, hey, the Bossman was up in the Tennessee area this past weekend, and so he brought me back. You know, the very first soda speak we ever had was about the Dr. Enough energy soda, which they said is like the first energy drink ever. It's like a ginger ale. It tastes like to me it tastes like a cross between Throwback Mountain Dew and a ginger ale, but with real cane sugar, so it didn't leave your mouth all. So he found another one this past weekend called the Herbal with ginseng and guarana. And we know from our friend Josh, guarana is the flavor that's in most of the energy drinks. It's almost a bubblegummy. It's what Monster tastes like. The regular Monster flavor is that's that guarana flavor. So this is it's also rich in vitamins since 1949, but hadn't had this one. It's a red Dr. Enough, so let's give this guy a go. We don't normally do this many sodas on Soda Speak, but it's, hey man, you know, you only live once unless you're into reincarnation, and then that statement doesn't have any weight whatsoever. I mean, it doesn't really hold water to me. So let's give this a shot. Oh, this smells good. Oh, that's incredible. That's really good. That is really good. It's got that same flavor as the original Dr. Enough. That's not too overpowering. And it's got some stuff in it. 100% natural sugar. And it's got some energy business in there too. That tastes way better than any energy drink that I know. Wow. You pass that on around, let old E-Liz get a hold of that. Oh, E-Liz. That's an electronic Liz. See? And so we got one more. Also from a friend of the program who's on here a couple weeks ago, Aaron Griffin. We talked about metal records. He brought us some stuff from Virginia. Now, he brought a bunch of stuff. And we're going to highlight one soda this evening. This is from the Flathead Lake Gourmet Soda Company. Montana's legendary soda, even though it comes out of Ocean City, New Jersey. It comes out of Ocean City, New Jersey, but it's Montana's legendary soda. How's that work out?
They bought the rights.
Yeah, I guess somebody purchased somebody's own business. That's a twist off. So what this is, folks, it's a huckleberry soda. And I remember hearing, it's got even a picture of the berry on here. I remember hearing about huckleberries and huckleberry pie and whatnot, all in cartoons and whatnot growing up. I have no effing idea what a huckleberry actually is. I know a lot. You know things, huckleberry hound. Yeah, I know huckleberry hound. I've heard huckleberry pie, and I've never seen a huckleberry. I don't know. So this is a huckleberry soda, so I'm pretty interested in this. This has corn syrup in it. It's got some blue dyes. Bossman's got to stay away from the blue dyes. They make them have seizures. We don't like it when the Bossman has seizures. So let's give this a try. Huckleberry soda. What the hell are you playing right now, cameraman? It's new out of the box, isn't it? That's a good soda. It's real light and fresh. It's so fresh. That's good. If that's what a huckleberry tastes like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I got a bunch of soda stuck up in my beard area. And so that's been a pretty epic Soda Speak, wouldn't you say? We don't normally do that many sodas, but we have so much to cover. And I've still got a whole cupboard of stuff in there that we've not covered yet. So we got some stuff to look forward to the next couple weeks here on Soda Speak. It's gonna be pretty epic. But I need something to cleanse my palate, because I got some of that the sticky in my beard, my mustache. I must ask you a question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request a little assistance from our friend at the potato chip. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a chip chat. And so we're going to cover a couple of new flavors that these friends have also brought us. I've not bought chips in a long time. Long time. People be bringing me chips, son. people been bringing me chips. Eric. I'm an MC. I'll be that insane person on the microphone. That's a rap.
No, it's not.
That's a rap.
That is not.
Hip hop. I like hip hop. We're gonna play some hip hop here in a little bit. We'll surprise some people with some cool hip hop
I'm
coming
gonna
this
play
way.
Shoots and Ladders after the
Oh,
show.
okay. Hey,
If you
don't,
want to stop by,
Hey,
we're
don't
gonna be
F
playing
around.
Shoots and Ladders.
dude. I'll run your
And
ass in some shoots
if
and
we
ladders.
get that, if that game doesn't last too long, we'll play some Payday.
Okay. Don't write checks with your mouth. Your butt can't cash.
Johnny Cash. We got some Johnny Cash records.
We got some Johnny Cash records.
Segway.
Yeah. So we're gonna try 3 new chips, courtesy of friends of the program that have brought me. Again, things from Tennessee, things from Virginia, what is for lovers. We're going to start with a classic favorite of cameramen and mine back in the high school days. You remember we used to, when you first get your license, you're 16 years old, you don't really care what the hell you're doing. We're just going to go get in our car and drive around. And you drive around, and eventually you'll probably end up at a convenience store.
We're gonna buy some snacks.
Yeah, you're going to buy some snacks. So
Maybe
you end up,
we have a part-time job.
Yep,
and we got a little money.
Yep. So you're going to end up at a local convenience store. You're going to get you a soda and some chips and get back in the car and drive around and carry on like kids do. What we used to always get, what we used to get when we stopped at the convenience store.
Yeah, I see it right
We
there.
call it, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nacho rings.
We're talking about Tom's Nacho Rings. So this is a company out of Charlotte, I think. That's North Carolina. And it's a kind of like, I can't really explain these. They're real puffy, little circle guys. I'm gonna look through the hole and look at everybody at home and look at that. There we go. And they're kind of puffy, but they've got the nacho cheese flavoring on the outside. And I think, if I remember right, kind of got the consistency of the onion ring, like the Wise onion ring.
More like a cheese puff.
More like a puff, but hollow. You're right. Oh, those are so good, man. And it's got that generic, like a store brand nacho cheese flavor. It's not even quite the same as like Doritos, which has a certain thing going on. But like Bravos,
Nothing like Doritos.
but like Bravos or store brand nacho
Not
cheese.
It's
Yeah, think of store brand Dorito chips.
store brand cheese puffs.
But that's a nacho cheese flavor. So I'm talking about the flavor. The consistency is cheese puff, but the flavor is that generico nacho cheese.
Yeah, okay, Bravos, yeah.
Yeah, Bravos. That's what I'm talking about.
If
Those
you
are
get
pretty
one
good.
If you get a Bravo with some powder on it, because usually
Right.
it's pretty bare.
Yeah,
It's
it's all at the bottom. That's right. So those are good, man. I want to get back up on those. We got a couple more to cover. You know, this will be 2 weeks in a row. What goes better with a cold beer and some chips?
Wait, is that, you're gonna hold off on those? Wow, he's got some chips here off camera that I've been looking at.
No, they're
Honestly, kind of drooling over. I guess that's for an upcoming chip chat.
next week.
Look at that. I wish I could
Next
tell you
week.
what they were, but
No,
we're
no.
supposed to keep that a secret.
No, that's right. Got to keep some things a secret. A girl's got to keep some secrets. Girls' night out! So the second week in a row, I picked up a good old hot pickle from a local convenience store. These things are nuclear freaking hot and really salty and nothing says nothing says America like hot pickle and moonshine. What about pickled flavored moonshine? Instead of like cherry or apple pie. What about a pickle moonshine? Right? No? Oh, come on. Don't be a horse. Okay. So let's go. Here in another weirdo chip. This one came also from Aaron from the Virginia area. It's Humble's olive oil, lemon, and fed up baked hummus chips. What the hell? I have no idea. I really don't know what to expect of these. I like hummus. I have a problem with hummus's consistency. So maybe these will be right up my alley. Maybe these will be outside of my alley. We may both strike. I'm not really sure. Here we go. Wow. Those do not taste like anything I've ever had, ever. Or even close to that. It's good. That's good. Will you hold those up to the camera for me? I'm sure you can. Just watching that monitor over there and you see if you're doing it the right way or the wrong way. Wow, those are really good. Look at that. Keep going. So hummus chips. And what was that ingredient list again? You got like lemon and feta. And what was the other thing in there? Lemon, feta, and olive oil. That's pretty damn unique. But it's not too crazy where it kind of grosses you out. That's very good. Real good. Unique. So I've got this one bag left here. God. After eating this hot pickle and moonshine, this is going to be a real bad idea. This has to be up there with the... what we listening to there, cameraman? Bring that up just a second. This is that record we talked about earlier. It had that eagle on it. The Eagle. Hold that up in front of the lens when you get a second. Remind folks at home what we're talking about. USA! USA! USA!
Hold on, this guy.
Number one country. So this chip here, let's pot that back down just a shave. Just to shave off the old nave. This has got to be in the running for the coolest bag of chips, art-wise, that we've ever had on the program. Very cool. Let's show this off before I even open it. The name of the chip is Mama Zuma's Revenge. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's funny. They're habanero chips. That's why they're saying that. Mama's Zuma's Revenge. But it's a real nice, like, cartoony artwork. Very cool. Don't you think that's the coolest art we've probably had on anything? Very cool. So we're going to open these mugs up.
You can spell art with an H in it.
Harp. These are probably going to... Okay. These are going to be hot. I already know. My mouth's still burning from this damn pickle over here. Good flavor. Kind of a kettle-y chip. Pretty salty. They're not blowing me away. All right. There we go. That's hot. I was getting ready to say it's not as hot as I think as my throat's closing. Woo! Those are good, and they're good and damn hot. Wow. That's epic. They're really good, though. Okay, folks. That's a great chip chat. You know what I'm saying? That's good stuff. And it's even cooler looking over here and knowing that in the coming weeks we're going to have even more cooler things coming in Chip Chat, and so to speak, for that matter. Not to mention that, but like I said before, cameraman's got 26 boxes of... Yeah, they're hot, right?
I have to comment on the face that you're making right now.
A hot face?
These things are really hot. You're not just doing that because you're
Well,
crazy.
just eat a piece of this
No, thanks.
pencil. I got ready to say, eat a piece of this pencil.
No, pickle. No.
Pickle.
No, but those chips are really...
Pickle. Pencil.
That's lighting me up. I want another one.
3, 2, 1. Hey, come get a piece of this pickle. Yeah, those are real hot.
Good kind of fire.
Good kind of fire, though. Woo! The Cup Clap Award goes to the Mama Zuma's Revenge.
Eat 2 of these in the morning, you won't need coffee.
It's true. It's true. So, hey, like I was saying, more importantly, we got 26 boxes of records out there, like 2,000 records that cameraman's going to sort through, and we're going to come back with so many cool things to talk
We're going
about.
to come back tonight in 30 minutes. Stay tuned. We're going through 2,000 records in the next 30 minutes. It will be a new world's record.
One.
World's record, pun intended, for the record.
Now, that's what I call jamming on the one. Tell me about tree fitted. All right, so thanks everybody for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. We're going to transition over from the Eagle record into some hip hop records for here just a little bit, and then we're going to go into some rock and roll records and all kinds of crazy stuff, new things and cool things, and I don't know. We're just going to kind of let it fly. I don't really have any records picked at this point, so we're just going to kind of let it fly. We got some hip hop stuff, some rock stuff, some crazy stuff. Thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. Always remember to visit youtube.com/Machete Miller. Hit like, subscribe, become our internet friends. Tell everybody about everything. We want to wish Sean a happy baby, a happy new baby, and Eric and Bryn as well. Happy new baby. And if you missed, we got this record to tell your baby how to go to sleep. So lullaby record, and that was for you guys. How about that? Friends of the program. So we'll see you next time, folks, here on Grown Man Record Night. And so stay tuned for more great music. Bye-bye, everybody.